Assalamu alaikum. Myself Hussain Sajid, and my role in this project is as a group leader. Today our topic is Punjab Public Healthcare Supply Chain System, and in this project, these are our group number 3, and these are my group members Shafal Rahman Rana, and his role is timekeepers, Akhtar Ali Bajwa as a scriber, Sayyid Sahab Zafar as a member, and Rao Intizar Ali as a member. Outline of the presentation is, first of all, introduction of the project, then forecasting and supply planning, procurement, warehousing and distribution, integrated supply chain management, monitoring and evaluation. Objective of this project is, in this project we use Punjab Public Health Supply Chain and its components to enhance the components and to evaluate the current overview of Punjab supply chain, and we develop the roadmap and plan implementations of these components. Introduction of plan Punjab Health Supply Chain. Overall total, there are 8 components of Punjab Health Supply Chain Management, but we are only focused on first 5 components of Punjab Health Supply Chain. First of all is forecasting and supply planning. Area of improvement in forecasting and supply planning are these two: reliable data sets of consistency and financially qualified FASB capital. In this, we are focused on that we will be focus on data sets that we will be develop updated data to predict the future supply chains that we will be required. Objective of this is to systematically raise and enforce the FASB rules to evaluate and measure the financial cost of provincial health supply requirements and to coordinate the meeting of the expected needs to support the continued availability of commodities. Current overview of the FASB forecasting and supply planning is the backbone of supply chain management. Forecasting and supply chain management is a shortcome in current overview, and it is initiated in 2017 by the Global Health Supply Chain. This is the roadmap we are developed for the FASB, that we will initialization the FASB through the building capacity, which is very low in the current overview, and we will collect the data from then we will arrange it in matrix or in columns to predict the future supply chain commodities and needs that we need in future. Then it is a planned implementations, training of technical working group for quantitation and forecasting, creating professionalized and educated professional and regional human resources, automation of estimation and calculation in the advanced MES web system. Now I would like to call my next group member, Shafal Rahman Rana, to carry on.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shafak Rahman and my role in this project is a timekeeper. I will continue from the next step of the supply chain, that is procurement. The area of improvement that we found in this step is automation of the procurement management performance and the strategic growth strategy for the professionalization and the human resources. अगर हम पहले स्टेप की तरफ देखें तो हमारा जो करंटली हमने इसमें एरिया देखा है जो हम इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं वो है कि हम अपने पूरे सिस्टम को ऑटोमाइजेशन की तरफ ले जाएं. मतलब जो हमारा अभी हम मैनुअली सारा काम कर रहे हैं हम इसको ऑटोमाइजेशन की तरफ ले जाएं. और नेक्स्ट स्टेप जो है वो आ जाता है कि हम ह्यूमन रिसोर्सेज जो हमारे इसमें इन्वॉल्व हो रहे हैं हम उनको बेहतर करें. उसमें से ज़्यादा हम लोग प्रोफेशनल लोग लाएं और इसको लेकर चलें. ये 2 एरियाज हमने इसमें देखे हैं जिनको हम आगे लेकर चलेंगे. The objective of this is to establish a completely organized, responsive, effective, open and practical procurement mechanism that guarantee the high quality health commodities are available. ये मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव है हमारे इस पार्ट का जो मैं आप लोगों के साथ शेयर कर रही हूँ. Now the current overview of this is procurement processes are exceptionally advanced in both departments and are completely compliant with the 2014 Punjab Public Procurement Rules. अगर हम अपने करंट जो हमारी सिचुएशन चल रही है, अगर हम उसका जायज़ा लें, तो हमारे जो हॉस्पिटल्स हैं, वो उनकी प्रोक्योरमेंट ऑलरेडी काफ़ी एडवांस है, लेकिन अभी भी उसमें कुछ एरियाज़ हैं जो हमें इम्प्रूव करने की ज़रूरत है। बट देयर आर सिग्निफिकेंट स्टेप्स जो ऑलरेडी हमारा जो हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट है वो ले चुका है। अगर मैं उनका जिक्र करूँ, दैट इज़ द इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ सोर्सिंग अप्रोचेस ऑफ द कंसिस्टेंसी एंड कॉस्ट बेस्ड सिलेक्शन. The second one is 2D barcode condition by the common bidding paper, and the third one is the phase supply preparation and many more. Similarly, we can say that they already moving toward the advanced technology, and the next situation is that the procurement is increasing day by day. Procurement expenditure, if we have a look on last 5 years, we can say that the procurement expenditure has seen a surge increasing from the PKR 3 billion to the PKR 9 billion in just 2016 to 17, and that is a huge amount. Now moving toward the roadmap, that how we can going to achieve our goal, or we are going to get that points. That is introducing the procurement performance improvement method, accompanied by the connecting the tool with the automated supply chain (MIS) could render the procurement process and procurement more accessible. The capacity building of the human resources in an evolving activity that needs to be improved, and considering the development in the province procurement related regulatory setting. These are the points that we are going to carry in our project, and how we can implement these points, that is the plan implementation, pick, adjust and incorporate the performance assessment tool for the procurement, and create and execute a systematic human resource capability growth strategy applicable to mid to long term procurement. अगर हम इन दोनों पॉइंट्स को डिटेल में देखें, तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल विल बी कि जो टोटली काम हम मैनुअली लेके चल रहे हैं, जिनको हम रजिस्टर्स पे नोट करते हैं, उसको हम टोटली ऑनलाइन कर दें, या मैनुअल से लेके हम उसको ऑटोमाइजेशन की तरफ ले जाएं, तो हमारा जो प्रोक्योरमेंट प्रोसेस है उसमें जितने भी एरर्स हैं या जो भी मेन उसमें इश्यूज आते हैं वो सारे रिजॉल्व हो जाएंगे. एंड सेकंड थिंग इज कि जो हमारे ज़्यादा प्रोफेशनल लोग हैं, अगर हम ह्यूमन रिसोर्स को अपने इम्प्रूव कर लें और एचआर को इम्प्रूव करके उन लोगों को प्रोक्योरमेंट में ले आएँ, तो जो भी मेन इश्यूज हैं उनको हम इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं. That is the thing from my side. Now I would like to call my next group member, Mr. Akhtar Ali Bajwa.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Muhammad Akhtar Ali Bajwa. My role in this group as a scriber, I will discuss warehousing and distribution. First one is area of improvement. In area of improvement, users designed sub-provincial store structures, sub-MSDs. MSD stand for Medical Store Department, district stores, guarantee proximity for end users to premium health goods. Second point is standardized collection and distribution system for products from district shops to health centers. Objectives to build a province with maximum data visibility at each stage of the supply chain with a complete, integrated, functional, optimized, interconnected, and robust storage transportation framework. Current overview. In current overview, the Punjab Department of Primary and Secondary Health has a Lahore provincial warehouse. Storage size of this warehouse is approximately 40,000 square feet. The required storage capacity at Medical Store Department would also be inadequate to support the full spectrum of goods, considering the amount of procurement for health products. Annual distribution periods for procurement from 1 to 3 times a year. In roadmap, the implement cost-effective, reliable, and streamlined transport mechanism at a regional and sub-provincial level with adequate storage. The government needs to follow best foreign source management practices, institutional reforms, the construction of technology, the recruiting of skilled workers, and the funding. In plan implementation, determined MSD, sub-MSDs, and district store stocks and room needs. Allocation of current warehouse funds or establishments, recruitment of human capital and capacity building, determining the requirements and services for travel, including outsourcing. Now I would like to invite my next group member, Sayyid Shahab Zafar, to continue this presentation.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shahab Zafar, and my part is Integrated Supply Chain Management Information System. First of all, I would like to tell you about that कि मैंने अपने प्रोजेक्ट में मतलब कि एरिया ऑफ इम्प्रूवमेंट क्या सर्च किया था. और मेरे मतलब कि उसके प्लान इम्प्लीमेंटेशन क्या होंगी और एरिया इम्प्रूवमेंट मैं बताना चाहता हूँ। सबसे पहले पॉलिसीज ऑन हेल्थ इंफॉर्मेशन नेटवर्क्स, इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ मल्टीपल वर्टिकल MIS और प्रोवेंशन सप्लाई चेन इंडिकेटर्स, एक ये पॉइंट है हमारे पास। डूनर सस्टेनेबिलिटी ऑफ होस्टिंग सर्विसिंग एंड इम्प्रूवमेंट स्पॉन्सर्ड MIS, यूजेज ऑफ डेटा फॉर डिसीजन मेकिंग बेस्ड ऑन प्रूफ, quality data reporting on numerous MIS which would enable evidence-based decision making at various levels। इसमें मैं जो मेन पॉइंट सर बताना चाहता हूँ इसका ये है कि एरिया इम्प्रूवमेंट में अगर हम अपना ओवरऑल सिस्टम MIS सिस्टम में शिफ्ट कर जाएं, मतलब कि मैनेजमेंट इंफॉर्मेशन सिस्टम में सारा सिस्टम ऑनलाइन कर जाते हैं, तो इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा बेनिफिट्स होगा। मेरा पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ये है कि जितने भी गवर्नमेंट की पॉलिसीज हैं उनके थ्रू अगर हम सारा डेटा ऑनलाइन शिफ्ट कर जाते हैं तो ये मैनुअल सिस्टम से हमारा काम काफ़ी इजी हो जाना है। ठीक है सर। इसके बाद हमारा ऑब्जेक्टिव टू रेंडर रैशनल चॉइसेस ऑन सप्लाई चेन फंक्शंस फिजिबल फॉर पॉलिसी मार्कर्स एट ऑल लेवल्स। उसके बाद हमारा अगला पॉइंट है करंट ओवरव्यू। इसमें क्या है हमारा MIS वर प्रपोज विद की गवर्नमेंट सपोर्ट एंड डेवलपमेंट पार्टनर्स टेक्निकल असिस्टेंस इन 2018 नीड्स टू बी विजिलेंट डेटा एक्यूरेसी एंड रिपोर्टिंग स्पीड्स। अब इसमें करंट ओवरव्यू में ये है कि सबसे पहले जो MIS सिस्टम इंट्रोड्यूस हुआ था वो 2018 में किया गया था। जो अभी तक फिलहाल पूरे ओवरऑल पंजाब गवर्नमेंट में हैं वो सिर्फ 18 डिपार्टमेंट्स काम कर रहे हैं। तो इससे ये बेनिफिट्स है कि हमें तो इनकी जो एक्यूरेसी होती है, इनसे एक्यूरेसी होती है, जितना भी डेटा रिकॉर्ड होता है वो सेव रहता है ऑनलाइन सिस्टम से। ठीक है सर। इसके बाद रोड मैप पे आ जाए। स्केड्यूल of the enhancement of MIS and secure data by hosting in the government data center. MIS must preferably have an owned population and health department. MIS owners needs to work with the product development unit, example given government in-house developers or outsource agencies। ठीक हो गया। इस रोड मैप में सिर्फ ये बताया गया है कि हम ओवरऑल डेटा अपना सिक्योर कर सकते हैं इस मेथड से, MIS ऑनलाइन सिस्टम से। अगर हम इसको ऑर्गेनाइज करते हैं, अभी तो फिलहाल पब्लिक प्राइवेट पार्टनरशिप्स हैं वो इस पे काम कर रही हैं। जो 18 MIS ऑफिस डेटा जो कलेक्ट करती हैं कंपनी, वो सिर्फ प्राइवेट्स हैं। अगर गवर्नमेंट इसमें इम्प्रूव करे तो वो अपने सिस्टम से डेटा सिक्योर रख सकती है और ये काफ़ी लंबे अरसे तक चल सकता है और इससे काफ़ी बेनिफिट्स होंगे गवर्नमेंट को और पब्लिक हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट को भी इम्प्रूवमेंट में। अब प्लान इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में यही है कि हमें जो इंटीग्रेटेड सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट इंफॉर्मेशन सिस्टम है उसकी सस्टेनेबिलिटी करनी चाहिए और जो क्रिएशन ऑफ एन इंफॉर्मेशन सिस्टम स्ट्रेटजी फॉर प्रोविंशियल हेल्थ मैनेजमेंट, ये हमने जो अपनी जो क्रिएशन इंफॉर्मेशन सिस्टम में प्रोविंशियल लेवल तक हेल्थ मैनेजमेंट इंप्रूवमेंट करनी चाहिए। दैट इज माय मेन point for improvement and plan implementation. So further I would like to call our next member, Mr. Intezar Ali.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Rao Intezar Ali and I am the member of this group, and I will explain monitoring and evaluation related topic. As you all know that monitoring and evaluation is the key part and basic part in every industry in world, because if you have monitoring and evaluation in bad way, you can't control your project, you can't control your cost, you can't control your management. So you should have monitoring and evaluation in a proper way. In our topic, area of improvement. What is the area of improvement in our topic? Enhance data consistency, M&E process, and resulting use of evidence-based judgments on SCM functions. Area of improvement. Basically, in this point, I want to explain that if we don't have the actual data from ground level, if we don't have the actual data, what is the actual data related to the medicines, what is the number of medicines, what is delivering to all the members. For example, I have delivering 100 numbers of medicine, but actually on ground they don't are delivering 100, they are delivering 80. I will have data of 100, but actually on ground it is 80. So I don't have the actual data on ground level. So I should increase my monitoring and evaluation in a proper way that I can control the theft and the other things which is disturbing overall plan of this project. So enhanced data consistency, monitoring and evaluation process and resulting use of evidence-based. Evidence-based is that we should have record, we should have evidence in shape of inventory, in shape of receipt, in shape of pictorial evidence that we can judge on social schemes. So we should have SCM functions. Supply chain management totally depends on the evidence-based judgments of monitoring and evaluation. Next is the objective. What is the objective of monitoring and evaluation? And the implementation of an overall M&E architecture for cost effectiveness data triangulation and sustainability change connected to an integrated and sustainable monitoring and evaluation supply chain structure. So in this objective, as you know that the cost effectiveness is the major factor, and data triangulation. In data triangulation, what we have supply, we have process, and we have judgment. In this triangulation, if you have not an accurate data, what will you do? This is basically our objective. The implementation of an overall M&E architecture for cost effectiveness, data triangulation, and sustainability change connected to an integrated and sustainable monitoring and evaluation supply chain structure. We should have integrated and sustainable monitoring and evaluation chain structure so we can control the overall project, overall distribution system of medicine in a proper way, and to deliver the medicine to the users, to the poor people. So this is the main thing in our project. Next is the current overview. What is the current overview? What is the current technologies and what is the current method is to control the monitoring and evaluation. At current state, the secret of enhancing efficiency, the supplier chains is monitoring and evaluation. Although the setup and operation of and monitoring and evaluation scheme requires substantial expenses. As you all know that these schemes have expensive expenses, so we should have schemes require substantial expenses. They are paid for the improved supply of goods and decreased waste. That's way we can decrease the wastage, we can decrease the secession, because you know that if we are successful and we are continue to process this monitoring and evaluation in a better way, we can control the wastage, the secession and pilferage. All supply chain stages and procedures from sourcing to delivery at facility level are regulated by an automated monitoring and evaluation structure. The next is roadmap. What should be the roadmap for this? Monitoring and evaluation often relies on the latest M&E programs, for examples, M&ES, EVA, CCS, DHIS, CEL, and so on. It goes therefore several more moves across an expanded duration and reach, province to district and different technological sectors, contributing to sustainable governance, organizational and financial changes, as well as the usage of technology for transforming market intelligence and improving data use related to already existing information systems. Plan implementation. What are the plans? What are the steps in plans we should implement to improve this factor of monitoring and evaluation? The first point is enhance monitoring and evaluation and management information system cells by periodically updating and using data. As we, if we are not successful and if we are not following the rule of periodically updating and using data, we cannot control the exact figures, the exact value and the exact supply. Where is supplying, where is the theft, where is the number of medicines which is delivering to actual users, the poor people, the patients. So we should improve, we should enhance the monitoring and evaluation MSLs by periodically. After 1 month or 2 months, we should go for that point. Second point is create an effective M&E system for the supply chain. We should improve these systems. We should not follow a single system. We should improve by using the technology, the latest technology. We can improve the monitoring and evaluation system by following the different updated softwares, by different methodologies, by different paths. We can increase the effectiveness of monitoring and evaluation system. If we are successful in monitoring and evaluation systems effectiveness, we can control wastage and money loss in this way. The next point is workers' capacity development at the regional and district levels participating in monitoring and evaluations. As you know that the workers which are working in the monitoring and evaluation and MIS cells, they are very low in number. If we required 100 number of workers there, we have just 50 or 40. They can't control, they can't perform their duties well. That's why they are not doing their jobs well, because due to overload, overburden. We should recruit more workers, and we should follow, and we should arrange the monthly basis or yearly basis periodically their trainings to teach them the latest technologies or softwares, by following which or by adopting which they can control the monitoring and evaluation in a proper way. In next overall the view of our project functions of supply chain area of improvement strategy proposed. This is the summary of total of our project presentation. So from my side it is clear, and from our group we are very lucky, we are very pleased that our teacher Sir Bisharat taught us in a very proper way, in a very straight way, by giving the different examples in his life, because he is a great person and he has a great experience in supply chain management and procurement. So he taught us very good things, which is very beneficiary for us in our routine life. At the end, I would like to thank you all the members and all the followers. Thank you.